Dear friends, in the last video we have seen the requisition of sunlight, water, minerals, chlorophylls, etc. as the requirement of the photosynthesis process for the plants. We also have to know the importance of photosynthesis, why the photosynthesis is important. So with the help of certain limited points, we can say that photosynthesis enables the green plants to make their own food. The first importance is that photosynthesis enables the green plants to make their own food. In the absence of photosynthesis, there would not be any plants. The second importance is the survival of all animals in the world directly or indirectly depends upon the food made by the plants. That means animals and plants are correlated. They have to use their oxygen and carbon dioxide released by each other. And the third importance is the oxygen which is released and which is essential for the survival of all organisms is produced during photosynthesis. So the released oxygen is also very important for the photosynthesis. If carbon dioxide is absorbed, oxygen must have to be released for the balance of the carbon dioxide and oxygen gases. Carbon dioxide is living agent for the plants. Carbon dioxide only keeps the plants green. It keeps the plant full of glucose. And the organs may also be eatable because of the glucose, vitamins, carbohydrates, etc. presence in them. When these components are present, then only the plant's organs we can eat. Otherwise, there is no use to eat them. Like sugar cane, we find a lot of glucose which gives us energy. From where the glucose sugar cane receive, same by the help of same process, by the help of photosynthesis. Now there is a new topic. We have so far understood about the synthesization of water and minerals with carbon dioxide. But we can also understand with a depth that plants synthesize proteins and fats. We can say plants not only synthesize carbon dioxide and water and minerals in the form of salts, but they also synthesize proteins and fats. We have just learned that plants synthesize carbohydrates through the process of photosynthesis. Plants can also synthesize other components of food, such as proteins and fats. Proteins are substances which contain nitrogen. Now see the vital role of nitrogen inside the plant. Nitrogen is such a gas which is not at all available in a free state in our atmosphere. It is always available in the combined states like nitrates, nitrites. Nitrates and nitrites are the form of salts or minerals, you can say, and those nitrogen molecules are in a soluble state inside the soil, which is going to participate in the absorption of the carbohydrates through the roots. So proteins are the substances which contains nitrogen. So from where do the plants obtain nitrogen? Plants cannot use the nitrogen present in the atmosphere. They need nitrogen in a soluble form. Soil has certain bacteria, and those bacteria are said as rhizobium. Rhizobium, and which is converted into the water soluble nitrogen. Those rhizobiums can only convert the nitrogen into carbohydrates, and this can take atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into water soluble nitrogen components like nitrates and release it into the soil. That means soil has the soluble nitrogen inside their components. Soil components are sometimes dead leaves, sometimes decaying leaves, sometimes different forms of salts, rocks, stones, as we have well understood about the soil components in the soil profile. In Standard 6, we have seen the soil profile. So, within this knowledge, we can say that the nitrates are absorbed by the plants along with water. And with this concept, we can also say that when the fertilizers are used, the nitrogen becomes rich in the soil, and then this rich nitrogen is absorbed from these fertilizers. We can say it vice versa. Certain plants like sunflower and mustard convert simple carbohydrate, that is glucose, we can say synthesized during photosynthesis, which always convert into oil and store them inside the seeds. Plants also synthesize vitamins which are found in vegetables, fruits and cereals. Thank you. With this, stay home, stay safe.